A show of support for democracy in Hong Kong as more than 500,000 people voted in weekend primaries to choose opposition candidates for September's elections. It's 2 weeks since Beijing imposed the national security law, and many residents fear their basic freedoms are being taken away.
I do hope that the international community would see how our solidarity and would stand with us and help us, hopefully.
Western countries are taking an increasingly tough stance on Beijing, but it's not clear how much help they can offer the people of Hong Kong. Britain signed an international treaty with China when it handed over the territory in 1997, purportedly guaranteeing Hong Kong's political freedoms for 50 years. Britain and its allies say China's new law breaks that agreement.
Beijing said that for 50 years they'd give the people of Hong Kong a high degree of autonomy. And you all have seen what's happened after only 23 years. Empty promises made to the people of Hong Kong and to the world.
Australia last week suspended its extradition treaty with Hong Kong and announced visa extensions and a pathway to citizenship for Hong Kong passport holders in Australia. That mirrors Britain's citizenship offers for overseas passport holders in Hong Kong. Some British lawmakers want Chinese officials to be the next target of so-called Magnitsky sanctions, new legislation which enables asset freezes and travel bans. Hong Kong's chief executive, Carrie Lam, could be first in line.
Carrie Lam, as I understand it, whose family have British passports, needs to be made very clear to her that the action she has taken in line with the Chinese government make it very difficult for us to deal with her.
Duncan Smith says China should be confronted on multiple other issues.
The Uyghur population and forced sterilization and incarceration. You've got the problem with Hong Kong, with them stripping away the rights of people to protest and to comment, which is astonishing, really. Their threats around Taiwan, their control of the South China Seas, even when the UN tells them to get out, their border clashes with India, and their complete disregard of the rights of anybody in China who disagrees with them.
The United States last week hit 3 Chinese officials with sanctions over their alleged involvement in the persecution of Uyghurs. China has reacted angrily and says other countries should not interfere in what it calls internal affairs.
In Beijing's perspective, Xi Jinping cannot be wrong. Xi Jinping can never admit he make mistakes, and therefore it's very unlikely that China will revise its policy towards either Hong Kong or, for that matter, the UK.
Britain, the United States and their allies are testing their leverage against China, a measure of global power as tensions rise between East and West. Henry Ridgwell for VOA News, London.